to access that, we're gonna have to clear all this garbage out.
Things are moving along pretty well here in Box Hill. Now the termite and pest controllers have come and gone. They've treated underneath the house and the perimeter of the house. So they basically pour chemicals on the ground, and then there is a layer of soil with chemicals in it, and if termites break through that layer, they get poisoned and they die, which is how we're going to protect this house. So the house has a barrier around it. We've gotten rid of the termites. We're ready to put floorboards on. Some other things that have happened over the weekend while I wasn't here. The green waste has been removed and mulched and sent away. We're cleaning things up. I'm ready to put floorboards back in. I could be doing other things, but floorboards are the priority. I've made some progress with the pergola. That was quick and easy, and I put those timbers up so that they didn't get stolen, basically. It was just easier to install them than it was to lock them up securely. I'm gonna just explain to you a bit of a tactic that I have in mind to make sure everything meets up where we want it to meet up. Without a tactic, if we started at one end and tried to meet at a different end and we don't have a wall or anything to stop at, no doubt in my mind those boards wouldn't line up perfectly. So I've got a way around that. I'll explain it to you, and I'll just show you what else I did to protect the floorboards while we were working in here. I left about 10 mil of floorboard to protect the full one. So it's time to pull that little piece out now because we're about to install new boards. We don't need to protect this little tongue anymore. That's what I was worried about damaging. So you can see I've already pulled off that last little piece of floorboard to expose the tongue. And that's our starting point here. So we'll just come along, cut these remaining nails, pull those little bits off, clean this up, and we'll be ready to start installing boards. Now when it comes to tactics, basically we've got floorboards running that way. We're gonna come one by one all the way across until we get to the floorboards running this way. Now, if we just went from that edge and stacked them all up, by the time we get to here, it'd just be wrong. There's no doubt in my mind about it. And we'd have to trim that last one and it wouldn't be full width and it would just look wrong. So we're better off working from this edge towards this wall, and same again, working from that edge towards the other wall in the living room. And where these doors live and where those big lumps of timber are, we're gonna put a couple floorboards on the angle to match the line of the doors. And that way, if there's any misalignment between the boards, it won't be noticed because the floorboards will be broken into two sections at that doorway. So that's as best as I can explain that. I'll just show it to you as we go. So let's rip into putting some floorboards down.
So let's go.
Bang on 45.
Well, isn't that nice?
crack in this wall indicates that the floor has dropped. No surprises there.
Crawled to freedom through 500 yards of foulness I can't even imagine. Whew.
Alright, so we're still in Box Hill. I've cut all the floorboards in and put a nail here and there just to hold them down. I'm just fully nailing them off now, but the floors are back down. And one thing to note is you can get secondhand floorboards, and the whole purpose of that is so that they match the existing floorboards, because the new floorboards you buy these days are a bit of a different color. So by the time these ones get sanded and then re-polished, it'll all look the same. So there should be a job well done by the time the floor sanders get here. So just keep on nailing it off and patch in the last few there.